Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salute to the hopeful elect, pushing this word in truth and sincerity, hoping to receive mercy from Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai. Yahweh is the name of our Heavenly Father, that's who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahushai is the name of His only begotten Son, that's who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Latinos, we are the Israelites according to the prophecies of the Holy Scriptures. This is the brother Shamar from the JMS Jamaica camp. And yeah, you see it on the screen here, man. Amalek working on sensing the truth on all social media. A famine of hearing the word on the web. And brother's been preaching this over and over again. Get this truth while you can, because the famine of the word is coming. This is Amos 8 verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yashai, that I will send a famine in the land. So this is a prophecy, not a famine of bread nor thirst of water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Right, so the famine that's coming is not of bread, even though that's coming as well. But this is referring to the famine of hearing the truth, because the truth is going to be censored, man. Right, just like how in the book of Acts, right after the Lord died, Peter and John were forbidden of prophesying under those names, the name Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, especially Yahushai. Nothing new under the sun. The day is going to come where there's going to be a famine on the land, because Esau is coming on with great wrath, because he knows he has but a short time. And because his kingdom is swiftly coming to an end, he's going to have to ban this truth to push his chip, man, to push the sea hip. Right? Verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yashai, and shall not find it. You know, the prophets in that time, their tongue shall cleave to the roof of their mouth. You know, the prudent man is going to foresee the evil that's going around, and they're going to hide themselves in the shadow of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Because in that time, when the thermonuclear war kick off, when the famine of the word, when Jacob's trouble, the mandatory implementation of the MOTB, when those events come, it's going to be too late at that time, man, to get this knowledge, the wisdom and knowledge that's going to keep you stable in that time. It's going to be too late to get it when those events, those final prophecies kick off. Now is the time to get the knowledge, man. Now is the time to receive this truth. So seek the Lord while ye may be found. Verse 13, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. And the thirst they're thirsting of is the thirst of getting this knowledge, man. As it is written, rivers of living water shall flow from those that receive this truth. Right? So preaching this truth is likened unto living water. So they're going to be thirsty because they're not going to hear this living water. So let's play this video and we'll get some more precepts.
Netanyahu is essentially calling for war with social media companies, saying the algorithm needs to change. He's calling for censorship.
It's very hard to fight the deception, the lies, the starved children. The pictures of starved children who turn out to have cerebral palsy or other congenital diseases that leave them emaciated. And Israel is, of course, accused of starving children, pretty much the way that in the Middle Ages Jews were accused of killing Christian children for their blood.
So he's saying that the viral images of the war crimes going on in Gaza, he's saying that's propaganda, and they're not actually, they don't actually have blockades and preventing aid from reaching those places, that they're not actually killing the children. That's what he's saying. And he's saying that the algorithms need to be censored to prevent these things from going out. Because what's happening is Esau likes to control his media, but through social media, especially TikTok, images of his war crimes are going viral, man. And he doesn't like that. He doesn't like that his dirty laundry is being shown. right? He doesn't like that he's being called out by the public. So, of course, they're going to make moves. They being the powers that be, as it is written, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So, being the wicked that they are, that speak with lies and deceits, they're going to want to censor, when the light is being shone on them, the light of truth is being shone on their ways, they're going to want to censor that.
So, what do you do against the lie that circles the earth 10 times before the truth has a chance to emerge? You have to shorten the war as speedily as possible. And frankly, we also have to do something about the algorithms and the social networks. This is a big challenge.
It's a lie, he says. All of the dead children, that's a lie. We're not killing dead children. And all the ones that have starved that you've seen pictures of, those were just ones with cerebral palsy. Don't worry about them, right? Doesn't that sound kind of like the Holocaust? Does he not hear himself? Who was it that the Nazis got rid of first? It was the disabled, those who were not as physically fit, those who were not as desirable. Those are the ones that died first. It's okay, though. They had problems. They weren't perfect people. And so here he is saying, the kids that are dying, they have issues. They have issues that cause them to be malnourished. And sure, we weren't giving them all of the proper nutrition they needed, but, the weak die first. He actually says more here in a minute. I'm going to show you in regards to that. But there he is calling for social media to be censored. He's saying that the algorithms need to be changed. And when he's saying something like this, it's going to happen. And now this ex-IDF instructor has been hired to serve as TikTok's so-called hate speech manager in order to censor what she deems to be anti-Semitic content on the platform. Now, the U.S. government didn't manage to ban TikTok, and we all knew what they wanted to ban TikTok about, right? Like, it wasn't actually because they're worried about data collection by a foreign actor. You think our government cares about our data being collected? Our data gets collected every minute of every day. Whether it's a foreign actor or not, our government officials could not care less. But they really didn't like the fact that a lot of young people were sharing information about the war crimes Israel is committing on TikTok. And that content goes viral. A lot of young people rely on social media, for better or worse, for their information. And our government officials don't like that. Former Republican Senator Mitt Romney said that on the record. Even Nancy Pelosi alluded to that in a statement. So now, if you're not going to ban TikTok, why not get a former IDF soldier to serve as the top censor for the platform? Fantastic.
Fantastic. So we see that the famine of the word is coming, just as it was prophesied, man. It's on the verge of being put into place. Psalms 19:4, their line is gone out through all the earth. And how did that line go through the earth? Through the internet. And her words to the end of the world. The internet did the heavy lifting. The prophets of Great Millstone didn't have to get on planes and jet set to everywhere you see camps. I mean, we have camps all over Europe, all over the Caribbean, all over the United States. The apostles didn't have to actually physically go there, but their words did go out through the end of the earth via the internet, man. The Lord gave us the internet so that his elect who are scattered in the four corners of the earth could receive this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? And their words to the end of the world, in them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun. All right. So this is Proverbs 1 verse 20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets, she crieth in the chief place of concourse. And I mean, we see this happening, every week. Brothers go out into the highways and hedges in the chief place of concourse. And we're crying out to you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Latinos, telling you to wake up to seek this knowledge before it's too late. Warning you of the prophecies that are about to come to pass, right? Even in these online videos, we're doing the same thing, warning you about the prophecies to come. Right? So this wisdom is going out. Reading on. In the city she uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. And of course, our people are likened unto sottish children. The Israelites are likened unto Satish children, foolish people. So foolish children, that's what the Lord calls us. So that is who this is referring to. You Israelites, man. How long ye simple ones really love simplicity, and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate the knowledge. You hate this warning that we're coming with. You think we're raining on your parade, or we want to, trample on your fun. But it's actually out of love that we're bringing, we that receive this foreknowledge of the prophecies about to come to pass. Out of love will come out to warn you people. And out of fear of the Lord, we can't come out to warn you people, because we're instructed to do so by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, to warn you, so that when the judgment come, you can't say you never hear. Right? Turn ye at my reproof, and behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you, and I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and you refuse, and the Lord called out to you people through his prophets, through sending out men to do lessons like this and going out into the public at least once a week. A lot of camps do twice a week. We'll go out so that you can't say you didn't hear the warning. Because I have called and you refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded, but ye have set at naught all my counsel. You said what we're saying is crap and it don't amount to anything. I will mock, I will laugh at your calamity, Slakia. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction come as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, the Lord is going to laugh at you when these things happen to you, because he called out to you and you didn't answer. He stretched out his hand to you out of mercy and love, and he didn't regard that hand that was actually trying to help you, to save you, because you didn't believe, you didn't have faith. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, and they shall not find me. This is the famine of the word it's talking about, because if you seek in the Lord, when this judgment start to lick you, that's not the time to seek it. That's too late, because the Lord's not going to hear you in that time. Now is the time to hear the Lord. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Right? For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. Because if you believe, you'll be moved to fear. And when these things come to pass, let me read it. This is Ezekiel 33, verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet had been among them. Right? So when you set everything that we said at naught, so naught is zero. So you say everything we're saying not going to amount to zero, not knowing that these warnings we're giving is coming straight from the Lord, straight from the scriptures, straight from your maker, right? Who's bringing these plagues and this destruction, right? But when these things, you start to see these things come to pass, and you go onto the social media sites like YouTube, Instagram, wherever you used to see this message, you're not going to be able to find us, because as you can see, Esau is looking to censor these platforms ahead of their big moves, man, that they're about to make. With the mandatory implementation of the MOTB going towards World War III, and of course Jacob's trouble on the horizon, man. Right? You're not gonna be able to see the prophets in the streets to ask what's going on and what should you do moving forward. So seek ye the Lord while you may be found. Call upon him while he is near. Get this truth while you can. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kodash. Shalom to the elect.